Greetings, people of Canada. We are anonymous. We thought the government had learned its lesson when Anonymous put Justice Minister Vic Taves in his place, out of office, out of business, and out of work. But it appears that they need a reminder. Anonymous will not tolerate abuse of power, hypocrisy, and doublespeak. We will not tolerate governments that knowingly deceive their people. We will not tolerate governments who target children. Anonymous has become aware of two young girls forced to flee Canada, sexually abused by their mother's boyfriend during a court-ordered visit, and the mother knew all about it. The man was not supposed to be around children, but police refused to enforce the order. When judges wanted the girls to go back, they refused. So, police were ordered to use force against them. They had no choice, they ran away. Warrants were issued, but they evaded police and fled to St. Pierre, a French island south of Newfoundland. They were granted asylum. Canadian officials, embarrassed by the escape, forced the French to separate and interrogate them, strip them of all rights, deny legal counsel and consular assistance, charge them with criminal offenses. They were in court more than 25 times and tortured when they refused to sign documents they couldn't read. The dirty and cowardly French administration of St. Pierre has not escaped our attention. The world watched. The girls testified, something not permitted in Canada. Their loving father granted exclusive custody. Expert psychologists confirmed they were being truthful. Canadian officials lost a Hague Convention application. But none of this mattered. Anonymous is aware of a secret deal, discovered in Ontario 5 days before the extradition hearing. All charges were dismissed in France, but the family was to be returned to Canada to face charges for running away. The family is appealing. We don't think they stand a chance. Without action, they will be forced back to Canada, separated and imprisoned for years until trial, even though no jury will ever convict them. Canada wants revenge. Anonymous has verified this. Documents are publicly available at www.runningaway.ca. These girls cried out for help over the internet, and Anonymous has answered that call. So let's begin. The man who sexually abused these two girls is Jason Kenneth Whittington, born July 27, 1982 in Hamilton, Ontario, son of Tim Whittington and Karen Marie Clemens Whittington, who live in Cayuga. He has two brothers, Thomas, a firefighter, and Ryan, a jail guard, both in Calgary, and a sister, Beth, a nurse in Hamilton. Whittington lives at 28 Talbot Road in Canfield, Ontario, with Kelly Nina Campbell, the biological mother of the girls, who he married shortly after the abuse took place. He has two children who were taken by authorities, but who he now sees. They will not be named here. He and Campbell have a boy under 12 who will not be named here. Anonymous is concerned for this little boy's safety, as Whittington has publicly proclaimed deviant sexual interest in males and females. Whittington has tried to kill himself at least 5 times, and tried to strangle one of his own children. He is well known to police. He assaulted an ex-girlfriend after breaking into her home. When he finished, he spat on her. He stalked and beat another ex, and threatened her family. He was arrested a year ago, on the advice of a mental health worker, at a police station while making a complaint. According to psychologists, he is a high-risk, dangerous offender. He has been diagnosed with a multiplicity of psychological illnesses including borderline personality, antisocial mood disorder, major depression, narcissism, severe social anxiety, alcohol use disorder, and many more. He is a heavy user of illicit drugs and alcohol, including cocaine, ecstasy, mushrooms, and marijuana. While in custody, he punched his pillow and bit a cloth when upset. Police advised against his release and psychiatrists advised against him having contact with children. He is often unmedicated. He receives a disability pension but sells homemade taxidermy for cash over the internet. He attends regular counseling. We suspect that is not working. Kelly Campbell, the biological mother, knew all of this. She visited Whittington while incarcerated, and she still entrusted those two little girls to his care secretly, so their father wouldn't find out. Kelly Nina Campbell, born May 17, 1978 in Niagara Falls, Ontario, daughter of Daryl Campbell, deceased, and Gloria Ryu. She has 3 sisters, all in Ontario: Kathleen, in St. Catharines, Karen, in Renfrew County, and Christine, last known in Lanton County. She has extended family that will not be named here. She has been twice convicted distracted driving, as well as other offenses. Campbell worked in veterinary offices where she had independent and unsupervised access to powerful and dangerous narcotics. We now know that Campbell is working as a medical clerk. Anonymous strongly advises you to stay clear of them and protect yourself and your children. The father of the 2 girls is Clayton Meisner. He has no criminal history. His only crime is helping his 2 little girls run away from an impossible situation. He is widely known as the Super Dad and has tens of thousands of supporters. He is a hero who gave up everything for his children. Yet, he is wanted in Canada for disobeying a court order and will spend years in prison awaiting a trial if returned. The girls, now 14, are Alexandra and Paige Meisner. They have spoken publicly, made videos and been on talk shows. Their message is clear: enough is enough. Do you hear their message, Attorney General Doug Downey, Justice Minister David Lametti, Brian McCullough and the Niagara Police, Thomas Carrigan, the Ontario Provincial Police, Anna Baza of Family Services Niagara, Judges Gibson, McPherson, Ramsey and others? Enough is enough. While the family fights for their lives in France, Anonymous is prepared to expose your corruption and hypocrisy in Canada. You have made this situation intolerable for Paige, Alexandra and their super dad Clayton. It will soon become intolerable for you. You will learn that a fall from grace can be much harder and faster than you expect. Because truths, like ideas, are bulletproof. To quote the super dad, there is nothing more important than the safety and security of our children. This is Operation 2 Good Reasons. This is the only warning you will get. We are anonymous. We are legion. United as one. Divided by 0. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.